Oh yeah, if it's SEMA, that means one thing. It's Halloween out here in Las Vegas. A little different out here in Vegas. How about my little buddy that I found right here? You know what? I bet it's an ex-crew chief. See, he's even begging for money. Well, I tried to warn you about SEMA. Just when you think you've seen it all, I run across something new. How about maybe possibly the world's largest cooler? Now, can you imagine when our NASCAR fans get a hold of this, what the infield will look like at Talladega? Come to think of it, I'm still not sure that cooler's big enough. If you go into the infield of any NASCAR race, you see some of the gaudiest scaffolds. I mean, they're effective. You can see the racetrack. But how about Larry Mack's truck deck up here? Could you imagine this in the infield at Talladega with the oversized beer cooler? What a party it would be. Well, the reason I keep walking around SEMA, just when I think I've seen everything you can see, how about the grave digger here? Look at the tire. The tire's almost as tall as Larry Mack. But you know what the biggest thing? No matter what, no matter how big, how cool, you gotta have some chrome. As we continue walking around SEMA, how about the little 1965 Chevy 2 Surf Wagon? The only thing I'm just not sure about, the color, and how about these wheels? Are those even wheels? You know, when I first became a crew chief in the mid-'80s, in-car cameras, the size of them was unbelievable. In fact, I used to fight the network and fight the car owner about running them because they were so big. But look at what GoPro has done. Look at the size of these little bitty cameras. Now, how about this one right here that's mounted on the driver's helmet? Now, I know you'll never see Larry Mack driving a race car, but I promise you, if you had that view, it would not be a pretty view. Now what I've stumbled across here, how about this 64 Chevrolet Impala convertible? But the amazing thing, I wish you would look at the paint job on this car. But I'm a little concerned about the ride height. If I didn't know any better, I'd say Jeff Hammond's been working on this car. You know, for years, the engine builders would tell me how much horsepower they were making, and I never had really a way to prove that or not. But what we have here, it's a chassis dyno. This is the real world. It measures the horsepower at the rear wheels, what's really being transferred to the racetrack. By the way, this chassis dyno, we used one recently to test Slick 50 Supercharge. I'll share the results with you a little bit later. You know, every Christmas I got a few friends like ODW that pretty much has everything, so I struggle what to get them for Christmas. Next time you're struggling to find that person that very special Christmas gift, how about a Ford Falcon turned into a pool table? I bet they don't have one of those. You know, walking around SEMA, we've seen some pretty cool cars, parts and pieces, and oh, by the way, some unique things, but you know what? Engine parts and pieces. You look here, pistons, you look at rods, you look at cranks, all the things that goes inside of a high-performance engine, and just remember, these are the parts and components that Slick 50 can really make a difference. You know the deal. Pour it in, pour it on. All right, not to steal an old phrase, but as you can see, as the sun sets in the west, Larry Mack's body's still on East Coast time, and I'm a little tired. I've made full circle around the SEMA show here today. I've made it back to the Slick 50 Jotech display here. Luna, Keiko, what did we learn earlier today?
Pour it in, pour it on.
That's my girls. All right, see you tomorrow here.